Hi, I'm Francesco and I like to talk with people, especially developers, about the tech world. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and share it with the people you love. Thank you. In this episode, I've talked with Jim, he is from Israel, about his road development, his YouTube channel, and there are also some tips about how to get started as a developer, how to start and improve your YouTube channel, and also how to stay fit as a developer. So check it out! Wow, I'm getting better. Today we have Jim from Israel. I will talk about his YouTube channel, his journey as a developer, and a lot of other stuff, social media. And I've seen that his YouTube channel has 84 videos. He started about 1 year ago, I've seen, on the 17th of March. So how are you, Jim?
Thanks. It's really great to be here. I saw your first contents with a lot of people that I also watch by myself, so it's a really great honor to be a guest as well.
Yeah, thank you. I got so many people telling this to me that they are a fan of this series. I'm also a fan of this series, to be honest. I watch these videos sometimes. Welcome. Now this series is just once per week for now, which is good for me. Yeah. So Jim, let's start from the beginning. I want to know a little bit more about you, your journey as a developer, and then what are you doing now, content creation. Let's start.
Yes. So I think the whole world of the computer started at 2015. After high school, I didn't know what is my passion about life. Didn't know quite a lot of things, and I had some hobbies, but I know that I couldn't take them to be professional, like sports or basketball. So I know that I had to be in love with some other topic, and I have to be realistic about what I want to take to a professional career. The first thing that came in my mind is to start learning some new programming language, but I didn't know about what we should learn, what is more famous than the other one. So I just started with language called Visual Basic, which is probably the oldest language that you can think about.
I also come from the sport world, also studied a lot, so we're kind of similar. We are here now talking about developmental and programming languages. Yeah.
So I started to play basketball probably too late to take it to a professional level.
I think that by having this background in the sport, this can help us in this development. Yeah. I don't know why, because I fight against this every way, that we should not just sitting on the chair all day long, but we should always balance.
So I started to learn about this language, but I really had tough time to understand the basic concept. I downloaded each episode to my computer and I organized everything, but I didn't get the basic concept. So I feel like I need to work a lot harder than maybe someone who will get the concepts easier. So after a while, I ended up living on a side and just working as a bartender in a coffee house. And then a little bit I got started to learn by myself again. I have done some basic course, but I did not learn programming in that course. I learned about network administration. So I started to learn about networking and system management and how to manage domains and more stuff that is probably not too much related to programming. But I had that passion about programming always, but also the networking and everything to more like IT people related also was something that I really liked. After some on and offs and basically just learning by myself, at 2018 I only got really serious about that and tried to search for my first job. But I know I didn't know a lot of what I want to do. I just heard about that Devops could be a great job for me, because I have some great background with networking, and I also understand about about Linux and the infrastructure. And so probably at the end of 2018 I found my first job as a DevOps engineer. The main things that I have done there is basically automating the deployment of some web application that they had. This was at all in .NET framework. This really required me to be extremely great in a scripting language called PowerShell, which is probably the more advanced CMD, so-called, of Windows. This first job really started everything for me, because I understood that now that I'm in the position of first job, I really have to prove myself, not take this position as granted, and to really push myself to learn a little bit about more different topics. This was the job that pushed me to learn Python. May sound like that I have a years of experience with Python, but actually like less than two years.
I think that if you have solid basics about scripting, maybe Python could be easier maybe to learn. If you come from the script world, I don't know if you have created something with Bash, for example, or as you said, PowerShell.
Yeah.
So Python could be also a relief. Yeah.
The journey with Python started from there. I was looking to develop some tools that will be useful to my team, so that it will push me to really come with my own project with Python. The mindset that I want to develop something that will be useful for my other teammate really helped me to be professional at all with this.
So this was how many years ago?
2 years ago, yeah.
So I'm curious to understand from 2 years ago to 1 year ago when you started your YouTube channel. So yeah, can you talk about this period, and then we will jump into the YouTube channel?
At March 2020, I basically lost my job. I just wanted to do something and not hanging on watching TV or doing something else that will motivate me down. So I just heard some videos how to start and everything. And the suggestions were to just create your first video. You don't care about the sound quality, don't care about how will you sound, don't care about the quality of your English. So I just created that random video.
It was good. I've seen that and commented that. It was very good. Congratulations on that. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think the first video is really we all remember that, because it's always a bit different. How long did it take to record and publish the first video?
Actually, normally a video takes me like 2 to 3 hours to record, because I feel like I should repeat a lot of times the same sentence that I want to say but that video took me around 50 minutes to record, because I didn't focus too much on saying my message in a more quality way. We make some spelling mistake, or we want to describe things a lot better. We want to stop recording and then start again. Since this was my first video, then I just did it like just pushed forward.
Just jumped off, basically. I like this approach. It's a very courageous approach, a brave approach. Yeah. I've seen that you have been very active on YouTube. What about, for example, the most important videos of your channel? What do you talk about of your channel? Can you introduce that? Yeah,
sure. So my channel is just very fun to code with it. So this will be probably the most comfortable for me to teach. My channel currently includes a full Flask series, which you can really learn from the basics, the development of with Python. We developed their real marketing system, like you have items, you have your money, and you have your account, and when you buy, there's a money system decreasing, increasing, really something that I had fun teaching how you can develop something like that. And I have some basic Python videos, but the biggest project goes for the latest video that I published, which is the Python for beginners, which is exactly 5 hours of tutorial, because the amount of effort that I really put in, the work at midnight to write the documentation or to fix some things here and there. I think the effort is really having some results. I'm glad to see that in almost 5 days I was able to reach 5K views. Python will be the main niche, and I have some future plans for this year as well, probably in different topics that I want to create videos about.
Nice. Can you give us some spoilers for the people that are watching this video?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
So I never talked about what I'm doing right now in my YouTube channel and what is my position. I don't feel right to teach stuff like JavaScript, because I know that this is not my position, and there always will be like more professional people rather than me doing that. I don't want to be just one that will teach each programming language, but I want to give my own world. So creating some videos about Docker and containers at all is really something that seems very interesting to me. Had a lot of comments lately about people that struggled to connect their projects with GitHub and learning about the basic comments. I want to create tutorials on them as well. Yeah, this is basically the plan. I want to give
So,
the things that are important to know rather than the programming language to really land a job in whatever position you look to. So, and Git is it's probably one of the most comfortable utilities that we should be aware of.
You can skip that, but never do that, please, because it's important to also at least you can save your project. I can say that Docker is my niche because I talk about that almost every day on Twitter. Almost I've done some live streams. So if you want to collaborate with Docker in any time, all the plans, okay. So I like that. I'll keep following you. I've subscribed to your channel. Please subscribe to his channel. Check it out. He's doing a very amazing job. I like this. I like your style, the way you teach, the way you speak. I like your channel a lot. So this is also why you are here now, of course. Can we talk about social experience? Because I've seen that you are not that active, for example, on Twitter. But maybe it's because I usually stay on Twitter. Maybe a little bit too much. But where are you more active? Where can we follow you?
I'm mostly active on Instagram and on Discord, because I feel like if I will try to be active in a lot of social medias, I feel like I won't do my best to do that. So I rather focus on one or two rather than trying to focus on 10 and doing the minimalistic active, so-called. So I'm really active at Discord and trying to answer each question that people ask or join any discussion that is going on there. And for sure, Instagram is one other social media that I look to be the most active. In Twitter, I sometimes publish my uploads here and there, but not too much.
There's nothing wrong with that. I got so many different people here. They have been successful in very different ways. Someone neither have Instagram, for example, or they don't have Twitter. I have another question. Have you ever done a live stream on your channel? Or?
Not yet. And this will go as a plan for this year.
I spot that, so
This is something that I want to do because I really want to show maybe how we can develop a project in live streaming. This has a lot of benefits because a lot of people that learn programming, they think that every instructor knows the code and they never look to Stack Overflow, but
never. Yeah, of course.
So I want to show the way that maybe I solve problems live. This will be something that maybe could be helpful for learners and everybody.
Lately, I've done kind of a lot of live streams. I've also committed that I'll do 100 live streams in 100 weeks. And I can say something that, for example, on live stream, you also get different people. For example, there are some people that really like live stream, so they can really come into your live stream to ask some questions. It also has a very good pro that you don't have to edit. So this could be, maybe you need to be a little bit brave, let's say that. For example, yesterday I tried Flutter with Taras Pedra with zero experience on Flutter. It went pretty well because I had him. This could be really interesting. Yeah, it's a different way of communication. I've seen a lot of people. The statistics on YouTube, when you do the live stream, you see like a peak. So if I'll show you some of that statistics, maybe you will want to do those live streams.
I think you're right. But if you would ask me this like 7-8 months ago, I would say probably that I'm not quite ready for that yet. And maybe I did not say this in the beginning, but one of the other goals of this channel, it is because mainly to improve my English. So I know that there could be a huge difference from the first video to right now. And I know that there's a huge improvement, but now I'm ready to have some live sessions about different topics, definitely.
It's really hard for me to listen to my old pronunciation. So it's not good yet, but before it was very hard also for me. For example, when I wanted to start doing live streams, I was thinking I started watching some videos. Then I stayed like one evening watching like how to do your best live stream. Then the day after I said, no, I can't do this for 2 months. I go, I don't know, in live stream tutorial, video tutorial hell. So I just started. And then now I do this. I'm pretty comfortable in doing this. also by doing these interviews, I've improved a lot.
Time saver from editing. Because,
It's a different. And for example, I've also seen people that are using the live streams, for example, to do a tutorial. So, for example, you can do a time lapse or just cut some parts. You can do a voiceover. You can use the content when you do a live stream. I think some people really like to watch you doing some stuff. To mess up with code. I had to set the Java path on Windows yesterday. It was a pain live. But it's funny. Yeah, it really helps you. Yeah, to create a strong connection with your audience.
This is something that I have to do, and I feel ready for it.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of ideas for what I can do live streams with.
It's strange that even if you do, for example, I talk for me, of course, even if you do something super simple, if you do a Flask Hello World, something really super simple, you got some questions from people that are there to learn. So they say, why are you doing this command? Why are you typing this instead of that? And this really changes your way of thinking about things. Because when you do a video, you choose what you talk about. When you do a live stream, there are people that are asking you maybe some super basic questions. It's important to answer to them. Different. Yeah. It's different, and it's very funny. And you also got this live thank you, which is great. It's great to keep going.
This is my first live experience at YouTube at all. Although it's on your channel, but still. It's the first live that I do in YouTube.
Nice. Nice, Jim. I'd like to leave you maybe the opportunity, if you want, to talk about, because I'm really into this topic, to get started with YouTube channel. So I think that you are one good person to ask this, because you are kind of new on this YouTube, also like me. Let's say I started in August. So we are kind of new of this YouTube world. People call us YouTubers. What can you say to people that maybe they want to get started, especially to developers? What could you say to them?
Nowadays, might be easy to lose the motivation, because especially in those days, it will be harder to find a job, because most of the recruiters are looking for experienced people because of the COVID-19. Stick with your own niche and just look for this curiosity and really ask questions whenever you can, because people appreciate new learners that ask their questions. One of the things that I hate to see in social media is the fact that is like sarcastic answers from people that knows the specific answer for some question from some people that just started to learn whatever it is. The guy that will give you the answer that will hurt you was like a beginner like you in like maybe 10 years ago. So I will just recommend to be always curious about your niche. Just keep asking questions here and there whenever you can. And I want to believe that whoever wants to land a job as a DevOps engineer or any kind of that, he will find its platforms to learn from. So this could be not from my channel, but from someone else. Always look to ask questions and join different social medias. Like there are a lot of wonderful groups on Facebook that you can raise your questions. Not only Stack Overflow, because it's not really, it's in Stack Overflow, a lot of questions are already asked. So 80% of the questions are getting closed, and this feels bad. I would recommend to find a lot of social media groups and just stay curious.
I can say my experience, for example, on Twitter, if you make a question, some people will answer to that in some ways.
Yeah.
And some answer could be also wrong, but good, also to talk with each other. You can also get a new friend if you make a question, maybe, because you attract the people of the same niche.
I like the concept of questions, because I know that I cannot answer everything, and that is fine. The fact that I have a YouTube channel doesn't mean that I know everything. So,
I love this.
Yeah, and I really like the concept of being curious, because it can teach both sides. So why not? And that's my approach with it.
Yeah, I always make this joke that once you reach to 20,000 of followers on Twitter, you basically know everything about every programming language. People can ask you any questions, every message, and you are prepared about everything. That's not true. I got so many knowledgeable people that have just some hundreds of followers. It's not about that. Some people tend to confuse this one. And also what you say, if you are a YouTube channel, you basically know everything about Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's interesting. Yeah, it's easy. Maybe we know how to upload a video on YouTube. This is all I can do. Maybe this is all I know.
This is something that we have to know probably.
Yeah, and also I'm doing this kind of interviews to show that we don't have to be, I don't know, just super actors to start a YouTube channel as a developer. There is this stereotype that we are all introvert. Maybe it's a bit true. If you want, to communicate something with other people, it's a good idea to start a YouTube channel.
Exactly.
Also, I can say that, for example, for me, when I started my YouTube channel, I started getting a lot of more likes and comments on other videos because I understand the effort that you put.
Important. I do the same. I never used to subscribe to channels before I started a YouTube channel.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's like going I don't know, on motorcycle. If you once you buy one, you understand why.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, they do that. I think you are also close to monetization, so I want to see that message from you that you're also connected. But keep going. You are close. You are almost. Seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, because it's hard. Yeah, in the beginning it's hard. I needed to upload 145 videos. So everything. I would like to ask you about, for example, how do you do if you do exercise during your day? About how do you balance?
This is a hard topic for people that working 9-10 hours in front of the computer each day. I look always to balance in the middle of the day. So I look for that at around 1 a.m. I'm just trying to do whatever I can to be more active. Because it kind of splits my day into two, and I feel very comfortable before the activeness and before whatever I do and after it. So if it's a rainy day, then I will probably do a very minimal exercise here in my room or in the balcony maybe. But usually, if there's a great sunny day, then I will probably go and play some basketball, even alone, because it's just something that relaxes me and I enjoy doing it. And I think it is very important. It is not about being this super athlete, or I don't know, lose weight, or not for that, but basically for your healthness at yourself. So this really helps.
Yeah, and I also noticed that when I exercise more, I solve more bugs. So this could also be good for developing.
Actually, sometimes that I record 2 or 3 hours in a row, mostly at Fridays, because this is the day that I try to mostly focus for YouTube. Then I leave everything for an hour and I do whatever I do, whether it's play basketball or exercising, or just to have this fresh time for myself.
Yeah, I think this is really super important, because, for example, also me, when I stop exercising maybe for a week, I start feeling lazy. Yeah, usually I wake up super early, but if I don't exercise, usually I just wake up and just go for a walk or running just at 5 or 6 a.m. I'm a bit crazy. But when I don't do that, maybe because I say I need more time maybe to code or to prepare some videos, it doesn't work, because I start getting lazy. I start just staring at my screen. It's not good. I'll follow you on your. Please subscribe to his channel. Follow him on Twitter, even if it's not that active, but do that. And we'll put some links in the description. Check that. Okay.
Sure, definitely.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.
Bye. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Wait.